Hello everybody, welcome to week 2 of the Children and Digital Cultures course, which is called Our Digital Literacies, New Literacies. In this introduction I'm just going to quickly reflect on some of the things that we did and talked about last week, where I introduced you to the course and the general themes of the course, and we watched a video, quite an old video, called Students Today or something like that. And a lot of you felt that it did not represent students today, and others of you felt that it did represent students today, in that although some of the detail might now be different, actually some of the principles and main ideas remain the same. For example, some of the students in the room talked about how the video expressed a feeling of being unsettled or destabilized by new technology, that it's had an impact on individuals in society that has made them feel less sure about what to expect, and that whilst young people seem to have an easy facility, sort of feel comfortable with new technologies, that nevertheless some things make them feel a little bit uncertain. So for example, there's a sense in which many people feel that they would like others to ask them permission first of all before they film them or record them, in case those in case those recordings might be misused in some way. Some people were talking about how there was a kind of disconnect between the way in which people are using technologies in their everyday lives and how it is being used in education. And some people talked about how education might not be equipping people in the best ways for living their everyday lives, or for living or for taking up careers that will require them to be quite comfortable with new technologies. And although they felt that new technologies were part of their everyday lives, that maybe in the workplace different things were being demanded, and that the university or schools could support the development and learning that was required for that. So there was that feeling about a disconnect. Other people felt, well, actually, universities, are they really the place to be messing about with new technologies? What's the point of it? We only want to see them being used if there is actually a proper reason, a proper educational reason for using that technology. So it shouldn't be a gimmick, it shouldn't just be used in order to be cool. Some of you tweeted about how technology can enable those who don't like to speak in class to be able to speak through using Twitter, for example. So there was a really good illustration of that, because the person who wrote it, who suggested that, actually tweeted it. So next week, this coming week, we'll be thinking about how new technologies are changing our understandings of what it means to be literate. And I'll be asking you to work in groups to reflect on the things that you have been reading over the last week. So there were a number of homeworks. One of those was to do some readings, to watch and listen to a PowerPoint, and also to create an account for yourself, a digital media account. It would be very cool if I saw some tweets from some of you as well, using the hashtag DigCult2016. So I think that's about it from me for this week, and I'm looking forward to the session.